go. Alrighty, so as you can see here, we are looking at Unit 3, Criminal Law, Activity 4, the Crime Scene Investigation. The Crime Scene Investigation. So on the Crime Scene Investigation, folks, you are going to be responsible. You are going to be responsible for at least 2 items as assignments. One is a crime scene diagram that you will be filling out, either on a piece of paper and attaching that file afterwards, on top of that, you are going to be doing a police log for your crime scene investigation. So in this lesson, your first responsibility will be to take a look at the forensic evidence slideshow. The forensic evidence slideshow. Now, I am not going to review this out loud because you folks can read this just as easy on the forensic evidence slideshow, which talks about different types of evidence. But what I will show you is how you are going to play this particular game and collect evidence. So for this, I'm going to have my police log open. I'm going to have my police log open. I'm also going to have my crime scene diagram open. So I have my police log and my crime scene diagram open at the same time. So you can see by the police log that there are certain look-fors or certain types of evidence that you need to find and list from the game. That's the place of entry, place of murder, place of struggle, any blood or fluids, and witness testimony. Now, the witness testimony can be copied and pasted from the game itself. So the name of the person and their testimony. The place of entry, place of murder, and place of struggle are important to know because you are going to have to add these to your crime scene diagram. You'll have to add those to your crime scene diagram. And now I'm going to show you where to click on to get to the game itself. Look at the link that says Arriving at the Scene and open that link. So you'll now see that you've entered a game, an interactive game called Arriving at the Scene. There is some information in the Arriving at the Scene page that you'll have to collect. So first, you'll see here that there is a preliminary questioning of neighbors that you need to record. So I'm going to take that, copy it, and I'm going to put that under witness testimony. There we go. So I've now entered witness testimony. That's one piece of evidence from the game. So if I click Go On Next, it leads me to an entry that says Places of Interest. And you'll note that under Places of Interest, that is identified in your police log as well. This is when you are going to have the opportunity to screenshot certain parts of this and add it to your evidence on the Google Doc. This is going to help you better create a crime scene diagram after. So we have places of interest. We also have in here that you can see there is more evidence with times indicated that you need to add to your witness testimony with exact times. But keep in mind, when you copy and paste, you'll see here that the text is white with a black background. You are going to want to change that. You are going to want to change that And now you'll see that you cannot see the text color, and change it to black. Alright. The first piece, or place of entry, I want to click on, well, is place of entry. So here we go. Alright. So now is an important point where you can screenshot certain aspects of the place of entry. Since I'm on a PC, I'm going to use my snipping tool. I can try snip and sketch if I want, but for now I'm just going to use my snipping tool. I will click on new, and what it does is it allows me to capture certain aspects of the crime scene and save them. So I have the place of entry and the marks on the door. So this is just like being at a crime scene. Well, it's similar to being at a crime scene and taking a photo of certain pieces of the crime scene with a camera. And yes, you can use your cell phone to do this as well. Alright, the next one that I want, you'll see that there are footprints. So I will snip those. I'm going to save that. This place of entry footprints. I know that's under pictures here. And then I can add that under place of entry by going to insert image from my computer in pictures, and there it is. Of course, I have to make sure it's in the right spot. There we go. Place of entry. Good stuff. Okay, so at the end of this, you will have a completed crime scene diagram and police log. On the crime scene diagram, I'm just going to add a simple box for my house, and then identify with an arrow the place of entry. There we go. So you'll slowly be able to build a crime scene diagram and a police log. The times are significant because what you want to create is what's called a chain of custody, or a record of all the evidence that you've touched and all the people you've talked to, so those are admissible in court. If you do not record this chain of custody, then evidence can be thrown out. In a court of law, which could end up with a suspect going free. And that's it for the crime scene lesson.